always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chum, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbor's jumper up a pum, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with...
Well, it is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
Ready, set.
Throwing right away is Daniels. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go, here we go.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. This pass into the hands of Turner. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays, your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
On the ready. Third. Ready.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They enter this one down in the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
And Brandon, as we continue to see, so much of the influence on this game is now coming from those hybrid-type players. In this case, strong safety, not worried about covering the pass. What a play on the run.
Tackled for a loss.
Yeah, forget the pregame introductions. He introduced himself with authority on that play.
Open man down the field. It's a tight end Sinnott. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, Guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Come on, come on. Hit. 79 Broncos.
To the air goes Daniels. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Turner. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Ready? Look at my team.
To throw is Daniels. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Dorrance Armstrong in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Daniels from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep for KC, Xavier Worthy. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The Chiefs had 4-9 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. He gets away from one. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Offense at the line and ready to roll as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Street. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick.
Daniels looking to throw. There's a short one pulled in by Simmons. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple in this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4.
Seven Pirates. Here we go. Pat the street. Ready?
Back to throw. Daniels. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Let's go. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Seibert's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just one field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes now to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. No hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Come on, come on. Hey.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Ready? Ready?
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Get it? Ready?
Now Daniels. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
Easy. Hey, 15.
Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Butker's kick here is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there, a big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Daniels. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throwing now is Daniels. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it, and taken at the 46. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now on the sneak. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but, hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, 43, 43. Yellow.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. This is Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
19 Lions. Ready.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Ready.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Let's go now. Dragon 60. Ready, what?
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Charles, in these lower scores,